to have more kids, do it. Like, if you want kids, have kids.
Actual, like, I'm gay for you, bitch. I swear we locked
I get jealous every time you wear it.
I know,
okay.
and then I wear it every time I come over. Do I follow through with this argument? Which naturally, that's what I usually do. I'm like,
oh, it's so much better to sit up higher.
I
didn't
know,
like being down there.
Yeah, that seemed really low.
It was really low. Hey, besties. Welcome back to Besties, Blessed and Stressed. We are so glad that you're here with us. I'm Karina.
I'm Sarah.
And I got 5 kids.
And I have 6.
And together, we have 11. We're so glad that you're back and checking back in with us and joining us. We love doing this. It was fun last time.
Fun last time.
Today, we are here to discuss why did someone allow us to have 11 kids all together? But who are we? How did we meet? Where did it all start?
And how we clicked instantly.
Yeah, we clicked
instantly.
I think I never fully heard your story until we started talking about we were going to do this. And then, you're like, oh, this is how. And I was like, oh my gosh. I always knew my side of it.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about that too. I was like, I know, like, my side. Like, it's going to sound so, like, actual, like, I'm gay for you, bitch. I swear we locked. Oh, I like this bitch. She's my friend. She's my type. Like, it was like instant chemistry.
It was. And I don't even know what day, like, it was like, oh, it's us. Like, we're good.
Yeah.
But I have, like, snippets of how it led up to it, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I feel like I can almost remember what you were wearing. I like that's how, like, much I was like, oh, yeah, I do like this chick. Oh, yeah, she's my type because some of these other moms I wasn't sure about.
Yeah. But I guess we should tell you guys, right? Like, we met at football practice.
For our kids. So we, at the time, were on a different league, and she had 3 boys playing, but 2 of hers and 2 of mine were on the same teams, but 2 different teams, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So we had our 8U and then what were they, 10U at the time, boys. And so we were obviously seeing each other at practice, but I swear to you, it felt like one of the first practices. Like, I don't remember vividly, but I know it was like,
hey,
very early on. I was like, oh. So she also had another son on another team, but his practice spot was like at the other school. So, like, she would have to drive back and forth. Like, she was kind of all over the place at the time. All over the place. And then had Aubriana too. And so for me, it was how they all practiced. We all used to back our cars up. You backed in, right? And everybody had their, the back of the trunks popped or whatever. But I swear, like, you walked over and one of us said one of the girls' names, and we looked at each other like, is she talking to my kid? And I can't remember who it was though, but like, I swear to you, we locked eyes, and I was like, oh, yeah. I like her. And I think you were like, is her name Aubrey? And I was like, yeah, is her name Aubrey? And you were like, Aubriana, but we call her Aubrey. And that was it. Like, the rest was history.
Yeah.
And they were about the same age. Well, they are about the same age. And then we just
took off from there.
Then we realized how much we have in common with a million kids and our likes and dislikes.
And with us having the 2 we each had 2 boys playing with each other's kids. So we saw each other a lot. Mm-hmm. And when they had to separate games, like, you and I always ended up at the same place too.
Yeah.
And sometimes me and Berger would. Very rarely, I feel like. But my husband was the coach of our older 2 that played together. And so he was always designated to that team, where I was always usually with the younger one. And so it really just depended on which one you were going to for me at that time.
Yeah, and I usually tried to go to the younger one because Josh would go to Joshua's.
Yeah.
And there's really no rhyme or reason other than Joshua just, I think he feels more comfortable. I mean, he feels fine with anybody, but
Dad.
He needs his dad. Yeah. And then Parker.
The younger ones don't care.
They don't care. They're just there for like.
Did you see me hit someone?
Yeah, just be wild, buck wild out there. It was, it's different with the ages because they do need a pep talk every now and again once they get a little older. And so dads are better.
Yeah.
With football pet talks, that's for sure.
Like she said, I was going back and forth. So like my older one practiced at the high school and our practice was at the elementary school, the other two teams. And so I was really like trying to be a part of all teams. And then I was team momming the older son at the high school, and I was team momming my husband's team too. So I was very like hands-on, busy. And I remember one time, Aubriana, I was like, hey, baby, we got to go check on Aiden.
Yeah.
Like, get in the car. And she was like, no. And like started whining and crying because she was playing with Aubrey. And I remember asking you, like, hey, do you mind, if Aubriana stays? And you're like, no, that's fine. I was like, I'm going to just run over there real quick, check on them, make sure, everything's good. I had to have like a parent meeting or something because it was like the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And it was my birthday. It was my birthday.
Yes.
And I was like, I got to go to 12U. And you said, oh, my nephew plays on the 12U team. Yeah. And I said, oh, who's your nephew? And you were like, Stamps. And I was all, oh, like Cindy Stamps?
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah, she's my cousin. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's small world. Okay, yeah. Like he's on the 12U team too, but Cindy's my neighbor. And that's how I knew Cindy was because she was my neighbor and then football. And so then I was like, oh, so funny because I invited both of them to my both you guys to my birthday party.
To her birthday, and I didn't know who else was going to be there.
Yeah, and it was a birthday dinner. And so I said, so funny story, I invited Cindy too. And she was like, what? So it was just a very like small like community, like things just lined up. And it was just like, okay, this is my person.
Yeah.
And
it was meant to be.
Yeah. And I feel like that really just took off. We had my birthday and we
showed up pretty much matching.
Yeah. We showed up basically almost wearing the same thing. And ever since then we're like, okay.
That's my chick.
People say that, friends copy each other. No, we're like, let's match. Like we're about the matching game because
we're wearing the same shoes.
The picture that I always post of us in our black little dresses, we're matching. Remember, we wore the same things to the concert. So we're very all about matching, I feel like.
We love it.
Yeah. But that's how I remember meeting you. Like it was just natural.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like we've been friends my whole life at this point. Like I don't remember a time not being friends.
Right.
It's so weird. Even though we've only known each other for what?
It'll be 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't know that.
No, not
at all. Being around us. Like you would literally just think we grew up together at this point.
Right. And a lot of people say that. I feel like a lot of people think that we've known each other a lot longer. I mean, even your stepmom said that. Like the way that you two interact and
my stepmom loves our relationship.
Yeah. She's like, the way you guys are, it's just like seamless. I don't even know how to say it.
I don't either. It's perfect.
It's natural.
It's so natural.
I think it's just natural.
It is. It is. It's like easy though. Like it's not forced.
No.
It's not hard. Like I don't know. It's just crazy. It's the coolest thing ever. It's the coolest friendship I know I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
Between you and Josh, that's the coolest friendships I've ever had. So shout out to my husband too. Another bestie.
But it's true. Like everything's just been so simple. And it's just, I don't know. It's easy.
It's so easy.
Even though we have 11 kids, like it's just easy. And we understand that if something comes up or something happens, it's just like,
cool.
Okay,
like, I get it.
No worries.
I totally understand because same, and our kids all mesh well together. And I love that too.
Yeah.
So like the way our kids go is it's like mine, hers, in ages. So like every other kid.
It really is though.
And so like everybody kind of can pair off, but they all just get along really well. Like, so we tell them like they're cousins. So we're like, these are your cousins because we're family at this point.
Yeah.
And it's just so cool because it's everything I've ever wanted for my kids to grow up with their cousins, but they really don't have a lot of cousins in like real life.
Yeah.
So now they do, and it's really cool. Don't get us wrong, they do bicker every now and again,
But
but
they
not that bad.
no, and when they bicker, it's like sibling
It
bicker
is.
because it's not even like it's it's like how I would probably argue with my sister. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Or my
But
brother.
and
Like
they're
it's
usually
not
all very quick too. Like they take a moment and then they will come back and we try to, we're like, you guys need to apologize and you need to figure it out on your, amongst yourselves. But
yeah.
you
I feel like
know,
they don't bring a lot of it to us.
they don't, because they are also, I feel like they all mesh so well and are so like connected like we are, that they can figure it out.
Yeah.
We're also raising our kids to talk and to
Communicate.
communicate and express in a nice way, in a respectful way. Like, hey, I don't like that.
You guys don't know this. Obviously, we just started. I'm not originally from where we live. I know we kind of said where we were last time,
I know.
but I'm not originally from here. I'm actually originally from here. And so I didn't have anyone here really. And when we moved here, I mean, we didn't have anyone here when we moved here. It was us. I had an uncle, but like they did their own thing. Like they don't, my cousins aren't my age and that kind of stuff. They're more my kids' ages. And so we were very just us and our family, which was fine. And then football is where we hone in on our family, I feel like. It's always been that way for me and my husband. We're big football people. And so we found like a lot of our best friends are from football. And finding the right ones like you just mesh with, right? Like, and you go through them because some of them you're just like, maybe we're not going to hang out anymore. But which is fine. It's okay to keep your circle small, people. Like,
oh my God, yes.
Sometimes it's better.
It's just better that way. Yeah.
But I would say like it was, just us for a long time. And then we met some other friends the first season, which carried on to the second season. And I met Sarah in our second season here after we lived here for a full year. So like we moved here, we jumped right into football. We were here for 1 year, and then football again. And that's when I met Sarah, was our second season out here. And it's been more our life's been like more full. Like just
yeah.
Since we've met, which for me, which is so nice because I mean I'll let her tell her story, but she's from here. So it's like
I'm from here.
it's a little bit different, right?
Like, it is. And friends, I don't know how to say it without it, because it's not bad. It's just like when Josh and I got together, things changed for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
And that's like a story for another day. It's, and then you just, I did have a really close friend who I really loved her, but it was also a very forced relationship. Like if I couldn't be at her beck and call or the things, it just, it was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard. And then I always felt guilty, like I wasn't giving enough time. And that's hard to do when you have a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And a husband and you work jobs and all the things. And so, yeah. And then I just, again, stories for other days, not that close with all of my family. And I really haven't been. I've always been the black sheep of my family. But again, those are stories for other days.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. And I love I always say our little family, but it's a little big family. And then we met them. And like I said, it's like I've been with her my whole life at this point. Like I've never been happier in a friendship with someone.
Yeah.
With their whole, like, and sometimes you get a friend and you like don't really like their husband or something. Like it's don't tell Rob, but like I actually like him. Like he's kind of cool,
He's gonna listen.
I know.
Because they support us. Our husbands
support us, and that's awesome. They're the best. He still can get on my nerves. It's okay. He's like a brother I never wanted.
It happens.
Yeah.
And I'll say, like you say, you're not close to I mean, she's very involved with her family. You're very involved with them.
I am.
But I understand when you're saying like you're not close. I mean, but you're just not like us close.
Right. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
And I am with like my parents, with my dad, my stepmom, my mom.
But like extended, like outside.
But extended family, not so much. But we also just have different values of life, and
It's okay.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Your values align with my values, and that's why we click and why we're here. So
we do. It's crazy. Like ours just, it's just been super simple.
And my whole family loves Karina. Like she knows like my parents, and like she's come to birthday parties over at my parents' house, and so she's met like aunts and uncles and grandpas and all the things. And then Josh's dad loves her. It's a whole other story too.
Yeah. I love them though. I love you guys though. It's definitely amazing because like I said, my family's not here. And I will say, like when my family came out here for Thanksgiving, Austin's first birthday, my little sister was like, oh, like she's your best friend, I can tell. Like she just knew. She was like, I see you two together, and it's just like I see how seamless and like easy it is.
So easy. Oh my god.
Like
that's something I wish for everyone to find.
Yeah.
Like
me too. Like to the point like we were having the party and like it was over and everyone was leaving, and she just like as I was hugging people and talking to people, you just started like cleaning my table and like cleaning up things and helping me. And that's a true friend, like someone that will just start doing without asking, I guess, like just jump right in, you know? And so like that's so nice to have. And I mean, I have you, and then I have like I have good friends, I will say, from back home, like my best friend from back home and stuff. She moved the year that we moved too. So like they were like that too.
Yeah.
You know, like, and it just happens to be that her husband and your husband have the same name and are the same age. And like, there's a lot of like coincidences, I guess you could say. And so I feel like for me, you two are the two, like they say, like I feel like they say you only find it once, but like I found it in her and then I found it in you. Like, and I'm grateful for that, like because she lives way too far away and you're here.
She needs to come here.
She does. And we say all the time, like you guys would love them. Like
I know you guys say that all the time. So I'm like,
we would be a great like trio.
Like we're twins.
I was between the word trio and like peas in a pod. I'm not gonna lie.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I'm so grateful. And because I was sad, like when we decided to leave, I was like, I'm not gonna have another friend like that. And like I'm so glad that I found you because again, it's just simple and easy.
So easy, I know.
And the fact that our kids can just be together and us be like like we're good, like just doing us and not
we're gonna start a podcast. You guys go tend to yourselves.
Yes. And our kids are supportive. Like that's what's so great too. Like they're just like, what you guys are, like, you know, all these different things. And
Joshua posted on like his TikTok, like go subscribe to my mom's podcast. And Kylie's boyfriend, or I don't know if they're boyfriend or girlfriend. So if y'all watch this later, I really don't know what y'all are yet. But he was telling his friends to like go subscribe. I was like, that's so sweet.
It's so sweet. And like for the longest time, like I have a YouTube channel and stuff, but I like go up and down. Like I've had it since 2020 and I go up and down because I don't want my kids on it. And then I did want my kids on it. And then I didn't want my kids on it. And I'm at the point where I don't want my kids on it. And so I stopped. And then we talked and we're like, let's do a podcast. Like, why not? And then our husband said we were funny. So
and they're not wrong.
They're not wrong. But we should have, like when we go live, you guys will really see our personalities because like when we were setting this all up now.
Oh my God, I wish you guys could have seen it.
I wish we would have filmed it. My husband was like, we should be filming this. They would think it's so funny right now because it was
really a hot mess moment.
We need like another camera to we had
a lot going on. And then we are very like, no, we don't like this. Let's change it real quick. And Rob's like, are you freaking kidding me? I just set it all up this way. And we're like, yeah, and we don't like it now, so change it.
So
poor Rob. He has to hear it from both of us a lot of the times. Like he doesn't ask for my opinion, but he gets my opinion.
Yeah. It's funny because Rob will be like that. Like and he like chimes in, whereas like Josh just stands there and just like shakes his head at us.
Oh, I know.
Like,
he's just
and he's like the quiet one, whereas Rob's like snappy back.
yeah. Josh is just like, ugh.
These two,
like, what
these
is
two
going
are
on?
crazy.
Oh, he loves us too.
So we started this because we wanted just to. I don't know. We had a passion.
Yeah, I've always wanted to
our
do.
passion
Yeah,
first.
yeah, without a doubt. We like to talk too.
What?
You
We
know,
do?
I mean, and like, chit chat, yap, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And we just want to do something for us, with just us.
Yeah.
You know?
It gives us time alone, gives us a reason.
Yeah.
It helps us connect with other moms, I feel like, and like showing them. I feel like in today's age, having a lot of kids is not cool.
No,
like people look at us like
I get so many comments and remarks.
Yeah, like
and I'm like,
you don't think like when we were pregnant with our fifth, I think it was like we got oh, you just had to have more, or are you guys able to have like that many kids?
Or I hate the, do you know what makes kids? Obviously, I'm great at it.
Yes.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Like, what the
one
fuck
of them.
do you mean? Yes, I know how to make kids.
You know how to, you know how you got
them.
into this, right? Well, obviously.
Josh likes to respond when they with, well, now we got cable, so we're not going to have any more.
Oh, yeah. The TV joke. You guys, I have a TV in every single room in my house, and we have 5 kids. It doesn't matter if you have TV or cable or not.
Like, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it.
And we just love our husband, so that's why we have 5 and 6 kids. So it just happens.
Yeah.
But truthfully, though, like people really shame on having a lot of kids nowadays.
No.
And they're like, can you afford it? You know what it causes to have kids, or you know what gets you in these situations. It's like, what situation?
Like, it's
a growing family.
I love my family.
Yeah.
Families are fucking awesome.
I'm blessed to have this many kids. Like, I'm grateful to God. As much as I was like, oh man, 5's a lot. But I'm like, 5's a lot, but my house, there's never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment, and there's so much love.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So much love. Like, even in the chaos and stuff, and even with all of our kids together, like, you just cannot beat the joy. Like, there is a really big, like, you can feel it. Like,
we're always laughing,
fun. Like, everything's light and fun, even when it is chaotic.
Yeah,
because it does get chaotic. We're not saying it doesn't. Yeah, it does. But man, I wouldn't change it for nothing.
No, not at all. It's amazing. And they always say, there's that one saying, and I tell people this all the time because I've had someone recently, I think it was not my nail tech, but it was like one that owns the salon. She said like that she's contemplating having one more. And I looked her in the eye and I said, if you're thinking about it, just do it.
Do it.
Because one day you won't be able to have more. And you'll never regret having another kid, but you'll regret not having another kid.
Without a doubt.
You know what I mean? So it's like, if you have that feeling of, I think I want one more, do it.
Do it. What are you waiting on?
I don't know. Like, there's no reason to worry about what other people say or think. Like, who gives?
If you want 5 kids, you have 5 kids.
I want 7 kids.
9. I saw where somebody had 9 the other day, and I was like, oh man, that's a lot. And Josh is like, it's 3 more than what we have. Like, it's really not that much more. And I was like, you're right, it's not.
It's not. It's not.
Honestly, after 2, it doesn't even matter anymore.
No. Like, there was no change from like 3 to 4, 4 to 5 for me. Like, it's just like, oh, let's just keep on going.
Here we go.
Like, people thought I was crazy because I had Austin, and we, like, again, I was team mom, and I had Austin, and I had our team party the next Friday. Put it all together. Yeah, and they were like, the baby's here. I'm all, yeah, baby's here.
Oh my God, he was so cute.
Like, it is like, you just keep going, and then those kids actually end up being better because they're used to everything, like doing things and like always being somewhere.
Yeah, so much more than the older ones because the older ones were not like that, you know, because we didn't do all the things.
Yeah,
it's really
so that's what we're here for, like to show you that it's okay to have more kids. do it. Like if you want kids, have kids. And if you don't want kids, hey girl, amen to you too.
Hey,
that's your that's your choice.
Your
like
choice. And that's cool too.
Yeah, like definitely.
Like my sister, she's like, I don't want to have kids anytime soon.
That's how my little sister
like
is.
At all. She's like, and then because I'd mentioned like I might want to get like an ablation or something, which again, a story for another time. And she's like, what if I need you to have kids for me? And I was like, oh, this is like a serious conversation. She's like, kind of like I don't think I even want to have kids. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's like, you're so good at it. I'm like, yep.
Sure
Love that for me.
That is so funny.
I'm good at having babies. And I actually do have great like labor and deliveries.
Yeah. Mine aren't bad either.
Like really good. And like I don't have to, every single one of them, it was like no pushing. Like I literally pushed for 3 minutes, almost each. That's it.
Yeah. I pushed. Aiden was my first one, was my longest. I pushed for 30 minutes. And then Adrian, it was 2 pushes. Anthony was 1 push split in half, and Aubriana was just coming out.
She was like, "Hey guys, I'm here."
Like
That's
my nurse was like,
her personality.
Yeah, my nurse was like, keep those closed. Stop making her laugh, because I was laughing. And then Austin, yeah, it was 1 push, and he was here too. Like it was just.
I loved being pregnant though, and I loved labor and delivery with all of mine. Like that's actually just the other day I was getting my hair done, and a lady walked in pregnant, and the my hairstylist or whatever, she was like, did you love being pregnant? I know you were pregnant a lot. She was like, I loved it. And I was like, you know what? I actually did too.
I loved my body the most
when I was pregnant. Isn't that wild? Because now I like don't cherish it as much. No. Like I'm like, you ugly bitch.
I didn't care for my body before when I wouldn't be pregnant, and then and after. Like I love the way I look when I'm pregnant.
Me
like
too.
I really do.
I was like, oh my gosh, like I'd never felt more beautiful than being pregnant.
Me too.
Even though I got huge, especially with Mason. I got really big, but I didn't care. It was like, I'm still so cute. Like I'm just all belly. Like, you know, and now I'm all belly and it's not that cute anymore.
Yeah, I feel that. But yeah, no, I loved being pregnant, and like I just felt so beautiful pregnant.
Yeah.
So girls, do you like
it. Whatever you want?
Whatever you want.
Have the babies. Don't have the babies.
Yeah.
Just don't put them in a trash can. I don't know.
No, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take your baby.
I'll take the babies. I just love babies.
I do too. So Kylie's sister, so my oldest, her sister from her mom, is having a baby today. Hopefully, I have a feeling he won't be here till tomorrow at this point because she's still not dilated. I cannot freaking wait though. I'm like, I cannot wait to get my hands on a newborn baby again.
I know. I wish my brother and sister-in-law were supposed to be out here.
Baby.
They just have their baby and they keep sending pictures, and I'm like, I'm about to hop on a plane. Like I want to go hold my baby.
A little squish one more time. I mean, we can't have any more babies, but I actually did the other day. I was like, would you consider getting it reversed? He was like, absolutely not. Like, the hell's wrong with you? And I was like, I don't know. I just like feel like I could use like one more
baby.
Because let me tell you something, ladies, or whomever.
Yeah.
Soak it in. Because the other day, like, had a moment and I was like, oh my gosh, I rushed the infant and the toddler years by. I feel like because I was so ready for like whatever that hard season I was going through.
Yeah.
To go through it. Like, you know, like the not sleeping at night or things like that. Even with Aubrey, like that's when it hit me the other day. And I was like, I'm not going to have much longer with her before she's in school.
No.
And I should be grateful and thankful that I get to be home and spend this time with her. Whereas a couple weeks ago, I was stressed out and I was like, oh my God, I cannot wait for her to start school because like I am just, you know, I got a lot of things going on, right? Like with work and all the things. And then I was like, you know what, that work is important, but it does not compare to slowing down and spending the extra time with her, even if that means I have to finish this project that I'm working on for work a little bit later tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So don't rush it. Enjoy every moment. Soak it in. Oh my God. Because now, like, I just wish I had another newborn baby to start all over and, like, soak it all in.
It's crazy that you say that because my Google today was like, you're full. I'm all, awesome. Why? And I was like, you had too many photos and videos.
Yes.
And so I'm like sitting there like, oh, what can I delete? Football videos, basketball videos. You don't need all of them, I guess. And so I started to delete like videos, you know, from football seasons and like that kind of stuff. And then I would come across like the kids as babies, and I'm all,
literally,
like, I miss you being that little. So I feel like with Austin, it went by so much faster because he's so big.
His went by fast for me too, and he's not even my baby. But I was just thinking about it, and I was like, he was not even a baby.
Yeah, like he
was a toddler instantly.
Yeah,
it's not nice because
it was
because sad. We need a little baby.
We do. We don't.
We don't.
We just need one around. Well, we're gonna have one.
I know. I can't wait.
We're gonna have one soon. Oh,
baby Thomas Eddie. I'm so excited.
I am so excited.
I can't freaking wait.
I know.
I have prayed for her to have a baby. I actually cannot tell you how many times. Just because I knew she wanted one so bad. So when you told me that, I was like literally gonna cry.
I know.
Like, oh my God,
I did cry when she told me. It's so crazy because I even like I don't want any more for myself. And our friend was having some like problems getting pregnant. And for me, I was told I couldn't have kids when I was younger. And then I ended up with 5, which is a blessing. I'm so grateful to God and everything to have that many kids. And I remember I would pray for them and all the time. And I remember saying like, God, like, let her have kids and give me whatever is wrong with her body. Yes. Like, I will take on that burden. Like, please.
Please.
Because
no one is more deserving of a baby or a child or anything than her.
Oh, 100. Yeah. Completely.
She's like a little angel on earth. I've decided at this point. She is. She's such she's like really a genuine, true, good person. And deserves to have that baby.
Yes.
Like, deserves that baby. And I just literally was full of joy the second you told me. I was like, oh my God, wait, what?
I know.
We're having a baby?
I can't wait to hold this baby.
I know. I'm so thrilled.
I'm so excited.
I know.
And we find out what it is this weekend.
Yeah. Don't get me started on that. She already knows.
I do know. But I'm not saying
she won't
a peep because it has to be a surprise for everyone besides me. My eye itches. But we're gonna have a baby, and that's what the exciting thing is. And so, but anyways, back to this podcast is just for that. Like, it's okay to have a lot of kids in this world that we live in, even though it's crazy sometimes. Everyone that says like, I can't afford to have kids. Guess what, honey? I can't afford to have kids. I say that jokingly, but like everything, like if you try and prepare for something, you'll never be ready.
No.
Like you'll always be preparing for something, like anything. And so I had a manager back when I was 18 tell me, or he told my brother, my best friend that was a guy, so my brother, and his, like, they found out they were pregnant. And I remember our owner told him, like, hey, it's going to be okay. Mm-hmm. Like, children are blessings. Be grateful, and everything will fall into place. Like, it's okay. Like, everything will be fine. Like, you'll never be, because my brother's like, I'm not prepared yet or whatever. It's like, you'll never be ready. Never. So if you want one, have one. Because
I had someone tell me that because like when I was pregnant with Owen, I was freshly 20, I had been 20, but I was getting ready to turn 21. I turned 21 a month before I had him, but I was 20. I mean, I was still a baby. And actually, I did not realize how young that actually is until like Jenna fixing to have this baby. She's not 21 yet. She'll be 21 this summer. And I look at her like a little girl because I've known her since she was little.
That's how old I was when I had Aiden.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, that really is young. But when I was pregnant then, it didn't seem young to me.
Yeah.
But I was already like living on my own,
that.
doing all these things on my own because I had to grow up a long before that. Like I always had to be older than what I was. And so like that's yeah, again, also, you know, my life is it's interesting. But when I was pregnant with Owen, my friend at the time, her stay with me, brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Like they were pregnant. So my friend, her sister was pregnant or whatever. But the brother or the husband, he looked at me and he was like, I mean, I don't know how you're going to do this. Like, you're nowhere near ready. And I just remember looking at him and was like, I mean, are you ready? Like, what's the difference? Because you're 4 years older than me. Like, what do you have that I don't have?
Right.
You know, like, how do you even know you're ready? Yeah. Like, we won't know until we just jump. We don't know if we can climb until we jump. And I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here for it, you know? And being a parent is like one of those, like, you learn as you go. I mean, as long as you like have like some simple ground rules and respect and like, you know, common decency, it's, you know, you're all learning together.
Yeah. I tell Aiden that all the time. I'm like, hey, remember, I was not a parent for you.
Yeah. Like, you know,
I'm still
these
learning.
Are all firsts for us. And
one day you'll be in those shoes too, and you'll realize like, oh, that's what she meant by that. Because okay, like I get it. Like it's hard. It's hard to be a parent. You don't know. And that's what we hope this channel helps people, you know, learn from our mistakes, ask questions.
Yeah. I'll give you advice.
Because it's life. And truthfully, like it takes a tribe. It takes a village to be able to raise kids, do things like know what's best for them and those kind of things. And we're a judge-free zone, like truthfully. I feel like everyone has their ups and downs, and you have to like go with the flow of everything, and you're never going to have everything perfect or right or whatever, and that's okay. Like there's nothing wrong with not having everything perfect, because what's perfect
besides our friendship?
Oh.
Because that is, I'm sorry,
it is, yeah,
but in every other aspect.
But like what's perfect though, like in life, like in general, you know, they're not everything. Like, so our friendship's perfect, but like our lives are still crazy.
Oh yeah, and
so like, you know what I mean?
Stuff still happens. Like we still have like
shitty situations.
I called her crying today. Like things happen, and it's fine.
Yeah,
you know, we get through it.
It's having people to get through it with. And that's what we want to be for you guys, and hope that you guys find a good relationship and a friendship like this. You know what I mean? Because that it takes a lot. It does not take a lot. It takes time finding, I guess you could say, because we're, you know, older, and it took how many years? I mean, think about it. Like we're young.
I mean, I'm young.
I'm young.
I'm younger.
She is younger. Oh my gosh, so rude.
Just kidding. We are young.
We're young.
We are young, but we're also older than what I thought it would be. I would be before I found, you know, my true soulmate best friend over here. But it's fine. It came at the perfect time. You came at the perfect time. Like when I needed someone, like you were there.
Oh,
that's true. Like you came at I was just getting over like a hump.
Yeah.
You know, and like then here come Karina and the Maldives.
Yeah.
The whole crew.
I mean, you were there for me. Think about it. Like didn't really have those good friendships, you know?
Yeah.
We didn't have those good, solid friendship foundation. Like we had friends, and we have good friends. Don't get me wrong, but like this, like I didn't have this yet here, and so it came at the right time for us too, because it gets lonely when you don't have life to do. I mean, yes, we have our kids and our husbands, but
sometimes y'all can't tell us you don't need to talk to your friend and be like, girl, he was on my nerves today. Because he was
always
love them to death, you know, like to death. But there are just sometimes where you're like, you know what? Oh my gosh, I need to talk to someone that's not in these four walls today.
Yeah.
So I can talk about these people for just a split second. Like, girl.
Yeah. I feel that. And I just realized we're matching. Like, not only just our shoes, but our pants.
Our pants,
and we're wearing the brown.
Totally unplanned, too.
I was staring at you, like, I kept staring at you.
You're like, oh, girl, that fit looks good.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on right now? And I'm like, we match. Like, we legit are both in, like, the same color scheme.
I love it.
It's, like, perfect.
I feel like I wear this shirt a lot when I come over here, though, but I love this shirt. Remember I bought it at that
boutique
where they got the hair
stuff.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but I just love this shirt. I love the color.
No, I like it too. Remember, I was bummed because I wanted it.
Yeah, and that chick grabbed the other one.
Oh, I was so angry. I wanted to snatch it out of her hand so bad.
No, I think she like sat it on something, and I'm like, should we get it or no?
I know. Oh, I was so bummed. So bummed that she grabbed it because I wanted it, and I was just so rude. It's okay. Just get jealous every time you wear it.
I know, and then I wear it every time I come over.
So she just throws it in my face and I didn't get it. Ugh.
It's funny. Also, these shoes are like the best shoes ever.
They really are.
They're Crocs.
They're Crocs. I got them and I told you about them. I was like, they're so comfortable, Phil.
And instantly, actually, it was Josh.
Oh, yeah, he bought both?
Yeah,
you both colors. Yeah.
Did he reach out to you or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, he did. He asked me. He said, what? Gosh, my eye is bugging me.
He's really good at gift giving or paying attention to things that I like.
Yeah, he said, what did he say? He said, what are those shoes that you got that Sarah wants?
Yeah.
And I sent it to him, and he got them in both colors.
Yeah, so he got me the nude and then the black. Is this called nude?
No.
Tan? What
is it? Mauve?
Mauve.
Because there is a tan one, too.
Oh.
And then there's black.
And then they have some with like a strap on the back.
Yeah.
But we just have like...
I like the sandal ones better.
The sandal ones. Anywho, they are the best. Like, my back feels so much better. I can tell when I try to wear my other, like, slides.
Yeah.
I'm like, hang on, I got to go get my Crocs. And everybody's like, what? I'm like, I wear them around the house all day. They are cute as heck. And they go with everything. And even the black... Which I wear the black ones around the house like they're freaking slippers.
Yeah. I know. I love them. I think they're the cutest things ever. I even told my mom to get them.
My stepmom got them after she saw ours.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Well,
they're comfy.
I forget
Croc, you should sponsor us.
Because all of our kids wear them too.
Yeah. Our kids.
Our husbands. Josh loves Crocs.
Like, I'm just saying.
We have boat Crocs, house Crocs. We actually do have some that we leave on the boat for everybody because they're easy
to get
off
for
the
water
island
shoes,
and stuff too.
I love these suckers. And they float.
Yes, they do. Oh my
they don't sink. So.
That's what's amazing too. You catch them.
But the thing is with the Crocs, with all of our kids, they always get, I don't know if you notice, but they get all mixed up on whose is whose. I'm all, you guys, like, put yours off somewhere.
And put them together. Put your two in a spot and know, hey, I put mine right there. You know how many
Crocs that I have that are, like, missized?
Yeah. Mine do that all the time,
We probably need to match them.
Yeah, we probably need to bring them all and sit, and it probably has to be me and you doing it because the kids will still mess it up.
Because I'm telling you, like, I pulled out Crocs the other day and they're like, those are mine. They just shrunk. I was like, no. They
don't shrink that much.
I was like,
come on now.
Just wrong size.
Like, you totally have a 8 and a 6 over here. Like,
it cracks me up.
Mason wore some Crocs to school today that his cousin Bentley gave him, but they're like way too big for him, but he insisted on wearing them, so I let him. I was like, what? I don't even care. I don't care.
It's not worth the fight.
It's not. Like, I pick and choose my battles, and that was one that I was like, you know what? Now, he did try to wear a boot and a tennis shoe the other day to school, and I let him wear it to school, but I brought his black Crocs, and I was like, all right, before you go in, you do have to put your Crocs on. Like,
you can't wear those.
You can't, because I was like, it'll hurt your back. And he was like, oh yeah, or I made that up. Like, you just look silly, really, but you know.
He said my back.
Yeah, you know,
I got a
4-year-old back. You got to keep that thing.
Yeah. And I think Mason's so funny with his Crocs because Rob
teases him
all the time. He'll be like, why are you wearing my Spider-Man Crocs?
And Mason's like, what? These won't fit you. They're mine. Like, every time. And the boots. And now that Mason's been wearing the boots, which he's been wearing the boots since we came here, and Anthony's boots were out here.
Oh.
That's why we had to get him a pair of boots.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because he wanted to try to bring those home. And I was like, first of all, those don't fit you. And secondly, like, they're Anthony's. No.
Yeah.
And so that's why we got him boots for Christmas, because he
loved them.
Dead set needed.
Oh my gosh,
boots.
I love that. We're here for y'all, is really what it comes down to, and ourselves, because hello, we need this just as much as y'all listening need it.
And also, you guys can give us like ideas of things you want to hear us talk about within our chaotic
life.
Like, if you want to know something, how we do things with everything or whatever. Because I have people ask me, like, I don't, off the top of my head right this second, I don't have a list, but like, I have been asked questions before, and they're like, how do you do this, or how do you do that with all these kids? And I'm like, oh, it's simple, it's this. And I don't realize how
do you find time for your marriage?
Oh my gosh,
how do you like, how do you still survive after going to 7 football games? Okay, not 7, but 3.
It feels like it though by the end of the day.
But yeah, like, we're at the football field all day. Questions about our kids, and like, how does the older one deal with the younger ones, or whatever it might be. Like, we don't mind talking about it at all. Like, truly don't mind.
It is intriguing. Like, from outside looking in, when you think about it, like, there's a lot going on. How do you guys make it work? Well, a lot of patience. Caffeine for me.
Oh, me too.
Alani, I don't drink as much coffee as
I drink coffee.
She does. She's the coffee drinker. I'm the Alani drinker. So, you know.
We have our poisons, but we both love margaritas.
That is true. That is true. And that helps us through a lot too.
It does.
We do hit up Mexican spots after games, church, anything, any gathering we do.
And we don't want to go home and cook.
We're like, bet, or going to the margarita spot, you know?
Yeah.
Every time. We walk in and they're like,
oh,
screw again.
Here they come. But that's okay. But yeah, questions are always good. And as you guys listen to this, like, drop questions in the things, or if we asked a question, like, comment your answer.
Yeah, we want to get to know you guys too.
Yeah,
just as much as you're getting to know us.
Yeah,
like, that's what I'm here for. Like, I want to make some new besties. I mean, none of you will really compare to Karina, but
agreed. It'll be fun.
It'll be so fun.
We're here to hear about the craziness, the drama. You know, how many kids do you have? Like, whoever subscribed, do you have kids? How many kids do you have?
Does anybody have more than we do?
Do you? Yeah. Do you have more than 5 or 6? Like, or more than 11?
More than 11? Because then you need to get on with us. Because now we got questions for you.
Right. Like, come on, bring it. We would love to connect with everyone and, you know, support you any way that we can, whether it be, you know, quick meals. I don't know. Like, I cook, and cooking for a ton of people is rough.
It is rough.
You know, and we were just talking the other day, right? Because I called you after I left Walmart, and I told her, I said, oh my gosh, girl, I just love Walmart, and I just went to Costco this weekend. Like, I don't understand why I keep having to go.
And I was like, yeah, I know. I have to go to Walmart later, and I just went on Sunday too, and I'm so annoyed.
And so it's rough. Like, we sit there, but then I said to her, I said, yeah, I spent $200, but I guess, and I have like 6 meals, so I guess that's better than one meal at $70 or $100 or whatever it might be.
Because it's not cheap going out to eat with all of our family.
No, it's more cost effective to eat at home, obviously,
and to drink at home.
I know. So I told Rob, I don't know if I told you this. So they had the Ninja machine, slushy machine.
Yes. So you did not tell me, but I did see it.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I told Rob I wanted one, and he was like, "Man, babe, like, it's expensive." And I said, "But do you know how much money it would
it's an investment.
Save us,
right?
Because then we just make margaritas at home.
And it's about to be summertime, so we'll have the grill going. The guys will grill. We'll marg it up.
Yeah.
We'll serve them. We'll even serve you guys. I know you're watching.
Yeah, we'll serve you.
We will
margaritas.
We will serve. Yeah.
Nothing else.
That's it.
Just the margaritas.
And then you guys will serve us food. And so it's like a win-win.
They'll
grill. We can run down to the pool and take a dip in the pool and come back.
Come back.
Summer plans. I just did it all for us right there.
That's what we're doing. Like, Yeah, that's what we're doing because we need margaritas. And that's just such a good deal. Like in the long run, when you really think about it, like with how much we spent, if I were to calculate how much money we spent on margaritas this past year, like it'd be way cheaper just to make them at home.
Yeah. If I was to calculate what we spent on margaritas just in the last 5 months, guaranteed it added up to pay for the machine already.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I know it did. And the tequila that we put in it.
Right. It just make more sense. So, honeys,
Mother's Day is around
Mother's
the corner.
Day. We want we get a split margarita machine.
We're here for it.
We're just saying.
You know,
we're little cues over here. Yeah. We're sending subliminal messages to our husbands. If you guys didn't catch on, that was really cool. Margarita machine, but
yeah, we need one. One time I was like, yeah, there's this contract and it's for 24 months. And he was like, so 2 years. And I was like, no, 24 months. And he was like, so that's 2 years. And I was like, no, it is not. It is 24 months. And argued with it. And he was like, Sarah, the fuck do you mean? No, it is 2 years. And I was like, no, it's in months. And he was like, okay, like I'm done. I think it was like the AT&T contract or something. Because he was like, don't sign a contract when I originally called him. And I was like, well, I didn't sign a yearly contract. I signed it for just 24 months. And he was like, so Sarah, you signed it for 2 years. I was like, no, I didn't. Like, and we argued, and then it finally clicked, and I was like, do I follow through with this argument? Which, naturally, that's what I usually do. I'm like, I'm going to follow through.
So did you follow through with the argument?
Yes, but I finally, only like a couple years ago was like, remember that one time? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, that was fucking stupid of me. Like, I get it now.
It happens. It's okay. Oh, my gosh.
It's so dumb saying it now.
So Rob's gonna hate me for this one, but I'm gonna say it. Yes. So, oh my gosh, why can't I remember the whole thing? So it had to do with Cokes, and we were going to his grandma's house or something. And I said, I think she had this dollar Mexicans, a Mexican store near her house that was because it's down in the ghetto of San Diego area or whatever. It's actually up and coming, but was the hood for a while. But so we went in there and I said, we had to grab soda, whatever. I'm like, grab the Cokes. And he goes, but they don't have 2 liters. And I said, it's okay, just get the 1 liter. What? Oh my gosh, how did it go? He would know, and he'd be so mad right now. He's gonna be listening and
he's this girl. I told them not to talk about me.
But it was along the lines of it's half a 2 liter. They only have half a 2 liters. I was like, so they only have 1 liters? He goes, half a 2 liters.
You're like, right.
Yes.
A 1 liter.
So they have 1 liter?
He's like, no, half of a 2 liter. Got it. That's about as dumb as my 12 or 24 month 2 year contract.
I looked at him and I was like, babe, are you okay? And he'll always be like, I'm not the math person. You're the math person. I'm the English, whatever, writing, spelling person. And I'm like, I mean, you're not wrong, but babe.
That's so funny because I am not the math person, but Josh is.
Oh, that is funny.
But English language and all that stuff,
yeah.
Him not so much. He needs some hooked on phonics type shit sometimes. I'm like, why can you not spell at almost 40 years old? Love you to death. You got a smartphone too.
Oh, poor guy. I feel you, Burger. I feel you. I don't.
But like the kids can't spell either when they text me. I like to be the asshole that'll text them back the word spelled correctly before I respond to whatever they text me.
Yeah.
Like especially to Kylie, because like she knows how to work her phone. Girl, I know you see them red squiggly lines under that word saying that word is not spelled right.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Seriously, that is hilarious.
So
these
half a 2 liter.
I was like, and I know he's gonna correct me when he hears this because it's probably not exactly how it happened.
But it was gonna be like, I need to be on the next one to correct that story.
Seriously, but I'm telling, it was something like that, and I'm pretty sure it was like he was telling me it was half a 2 liter, and I'm like, so they only had liters? They didn't have any 2 liters. They only had half a 2 liter, like for 1 liter. Oh, it was hilarious. Yeah. But our life is filled with those like all the time.
Oh my gosh, all the time.
Like I feel like they never stop.
No. Sometimes I think we should just have a camera going all the time.
All the time. Because if people actually really saw what's going on in our lives, like they'd be like, I joke around all the time saying that we are a freaking comedy. Like we would make a good reality TV show.
Oh my God.
Because like us just talking about it doesn't even give it light of like the craziness and like
that happens.
What actually happens in like the in-betweens.
Oh my God.
You know, because there's always random shit happening I'm trying to like
all the time.
I'm like thinking
I know there's like so many, it's hard to like pull one out real quick.
There's always something though.
So what's going on. And then what I truly love the most about us is that you and I will be having a conversation like this while everyone around us is going absolutely just apeshit crazy. Like there's yelling from the little ones, like because they're playing, and the other ones are talking and bickering and everything, and we're just like, yeah, whatever. Like we don't even hear them. Every once in a while, I will turn around and be like, hey, being a little loud. So I get a little, I'm like, I get overstimulated. Overstimulated by how loud it gets. So everybody will calm down, and we're still just going like we don't know that one's running around without a diaper, or you know, they're like eating stuff they shouldn't be eating, tormenting the cat.
Oh my gosh, yes,
all the things, but it's still fun.
It is fun.
So it's our lives.
It is our lives, and I love them. I love our life. I do. I love our lives together.
Oh my God, me too.
They're so much fun.
They are.
It's hilarious. It's fun. We have so much going on.
We do need a reality show now that I'm thinking
We do. Because you guys, we started a football league. And I mean, that in itself is a freaking show.
And job
with everything that we do. And a show because of crazies. Just crazy events. Like ambulance called or
so like if you've never been in like any sort of like a little league of anything, or you know, a youth league of any little sports, like, and if you have, then you know, like parents are crazy. And while like I get it, I will go to bat for my children and this and that, it's like some people need to
was a crazy once,
but it's like some of them need to just be like, okay, this is youth. They're not like
going to the NFL
tomorrow, you know, they're literally just trying to make it to middle school. You know, we're trying to keep them alive to get them into middle school. So we need to calm down a little bit, but it gets very wild, man. It's some of the craziest shit I've ever seen. I'll be honest.
Yeah. But it's fun. It's worth it. It's worth it for the kids. It's worth it.
But yeah, we started our own league, or Rob and Karina started it. But
you guys have been in with us the entire
time.
Since
the very beginning. And it's been great, and I'm so excited for this season. I cannot freaking wait.
Oh, me too. I'm excited.
But like, so not only do we have 11 kids between the two of us, we both work from home, and then we have the league. Then we decided to do this podcast, which I'm most excited about the podcast. It's like,
yeah, me too.
This is going to be so good. But like, we are just like little busy bees.
Yeah. Never a dull moment.
And we want to buy a family compound.
At some point, that would be amazing.
You know.
It'd be like the best.
I freaking would love that. I've still been looking at land, and Josh is like, we're not buying it yet anytime soon. I'm like, I don't care.
You can still look.
I'm looking. What is it? What do people call it when you like
Manifesting.
manifest? I'm manifesting the freaking land.
Yeah.
In the right spot with the right schools, not too far away, but just far enough away.
Yeah.
For all of our kids.
That'd be so amazing.
Yeah, it'd be fucking
I would love it.
awesome.
And I was just reading that like everyone thinks you have to have so much land to do a compound,
really
but it's like you don't. Like you don't. But Kayla just told me there's like some law about like you want like she's like don't get less than 15 acres. There's like tax write-offs and stuff. So we'll have to look into that.
Okay.
But I was like, oh, good to know. But yeah, I do want a family compound with a pool, a pond for them to go fishing in, you know, a walking trail.
A trail? Like I
want
like a
dinners.
mini clubhouse for like just the kids to go mess up.
Yeah.
Like is what I want. Like y'all go to the kid clubhouse. We're going to be at the adult one where the bar is. You guys go to the kid one.
100%.
And have fun. But there'll be cameras in it because I also don't trust
y'all. I don't trust them. Are you kidding me?
No.
That's crazy. But yeah, we would make a great show. Yeah. Any which way you spin it, because 11 kids between the two of us, our football league, our podcast, our craziness of just life in general, and how much we both are like just I feel like we're very yes ma'ams. Is that what they call them? Like we say yes to helping people.
We do. We're helpers. I was actually just today driving in the car and was like, Karina and I don't know how to not help someone or to be like, we'll help you. We'll do it. And I'm the worst about being like, I'll just take it all over. It's fine. Like, I'll just do it really quick. And then I'm like, dang, girl. I'm like, all right, well, now I got to get it done because I ain't letting nobody else do it.
Oh, yeah.
But I actually just today had that thought. I forget where I was sitting, and I was like, we both, like, are helpers.
Right.
I guess I was just thinking about us and, like, some of the other stuff we want to talk about on here. But I was like, yeah, we're definitely, like, that's like one of our love languages, I think. Like, we're just, people. Yeah. Like, we're really, like, nurturing, too. Like, that's just, we like to care for.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we have so many kids, too.
Probably. But I will say also people think that we're crazy when they first meet us, too. Not crazy. Like, they think we're standoffish. Like bitches.
Yeah, bitches. Yeah. That's honestly what it is. I'm like,
and we're not.
We're really not.
We're just straightforward, which is, there's a difference.
And it's hard for some people to take that. And I forget that a lot because that's how I want to be fed.
Yeah.
I want you to be straight up with me because I'm going to be straight up with you, and I may or may not sprinkle some spicy words in it. And I don't mean it terrible, you know? Like, I'm just like, no, like, that's fucking dumb. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Like, and I will be like that. And sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, not everybody's got like tough, thick skin.
No, but we do.
But yeah, we do. And we're not like,
and it's not out of like mean.
No, it's not out of meanness. It's just,
we're just so straightforward that people take it as, and that has to like probably come from our past, like our childhood and stuff. Like, but we're just very,
I don't beat around the bush.
No,
and I don't.
There's no reason to.
No reason to, because we're going to get to the same ending point. So let's just get to that point real quick.
Yeah. And I tell my kids that all the time too. Like, I explain to my kids, because I actually heard someone just yesterday at my work event. I was talking to this lady and she's like, kids are liars. And I'm like, oh. And I was just like, because she's a teacher. And I was just like, not all kids. Because like, I get it. Like, they fib, right? But and there are some kids that are liars. But I tell my kids, I'm like, if you're man enough to do something or say something, you better be man enough to own up to it.
Back that shit up.
Because
I'll tell you what.
If you can say it or disrespect someone or whatever it might be, if that were to get back to that person, you better be able to be like, you know what, I did say it. And this is why I said it.
Yeah, and give a reason and stand on it. Like, I did say this, and we've tell ours that too. We're like, listen, like, whatever you say or do, like, you need to stand on that.
Yep.
Like, and don't be little followers to like what this little person's doing. Do what you want to do. If you're against it, then you're against it, and that's cool. Like,
because you'll have other friends that are against it too, but are not willing to stand up for it, right? They'll just be like,
don't have that voice
and keep going. Like, I'm raising like strong.
I want you to say it with your chest, man. Yeah, I want you to be strong and assertive in the right way.
And you need to set like a guide. You know, if you want to go far in life, like you have to be like, because we want our kids to be better than us, right?
Way better, yeah.
And so it's like you have to be assertive and you have to be, you know, straightforward and honest and own up to your mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, right? And I try to tell my kids, like, I make mistakes.
Still to this day.
And that's okay, because that's how you learn. It's okay to make mistakes. Like, I'd rather you make your mistakes at your age and being young than making them later in life. Yep. Like the big mistakes,
and
right?
And I want you to make them where I can still help guide you.
Right. Yeah.
That's like another big one that we've had a conversation about. Like, you're supposed to make your mistakes and you're supposed to be able to do it. Like, it's gonna happen. Well, you know, we know that they're not perfect and they're not always, you know, this or that, whatever it may be. But also, like, I do want you to make them now so that I can help you learn from that and so that you can feel better. And just like, you know, we've got an issue with like schoolwork at our house right now where one of the boys is not really had like 20 missing assignments, but it is not missing school.
Yeah.
And so we're like, you're just not doing it. It's not even that you're trying and you're getting bad grades. You're just simply being lazy. And that's unacceptable. So like, now let's change this. Let's fix this.
Yeah.
You know, because then we'd have a different conversation. If you're turning in the work and you just are getting bad grades because you don't get it, that's a whole different conversation, you know?
Right.
Like,
but just not to do the work.
But just to not do it, like, that's not cool. And so it's just,
especially nowadays, because I feel like a lot of the teachers nowadays have you do everything at school. There's not like a lot of homework that comes home.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it is. And so, and then we're like, you know, whatever you don't finish in class, like if you know it's got to be turned in by whatever day, that means you bring it home to finish it. You don't just say, fuck it,
whatever,
I'm not going to do it at all.
It's teaching them that responsibility, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have to follow through. You have, like, it sucks. Like, we've all been through school, right? But you can't give up now. Like, you have so much life ahead of you.
So much more.
And this is just a small part of your life. And I have to always
be like, you are better than this. Like, I know you're better than this.
Yeah.
I need you to know you're better than this. And now I need you to, like, show me. Okay? Right. We got to put some action to this.
Yeah.
Because you are better than this.
Yep. That's crazy to me. These kids, though, but just staying on top of them, making sure we're raising them right. And just teaching them to be good kids.
Decent humans, because, man.
Yeah. You know, our kids do well and are good and decent human beings and are a good part of society and take care of themselves and whomever they create within that life of theirs.
Bitch, we're going to have a lot of grandkids.
That's if any of our kids want to have kids, because they have so many kids around them.
Oh my God. Owen is dead set on, like, he's never having kids. I shit you not. He was like, Mom, because I was like talking to him one day. And I was like, you really don't want to have grandkids for me? And like, listen, he's only 11. Like, he knows he's not having them anytime soon. But I just like, you know, I can't wait for that era of our life either. I think that's going to be.
And I think it's closer than we think it is.
Yeah.
Like, when I say closer than we think it is, I'm not saying like tomorrow. I'm saying like the first 17 years, the first 14 years flew by.
Yeah.
And in 14 more years, for me, my child will be 28 years old, and I better have a grandbaby by then from him.
Right, and that's going to fly by.
So in 14 years goes by like that.
Quick.
So
quick as hell.
I'm not saying in 4 years. I'm saying in 14 years, I better have some grandbabies.
But I swear, Owen was like, Mom, do you ever get to chill? I was like, no. And he was like, exactly. And I was like, I had no argument.
Yeah.
And Owen is like very much to himself.
He's your
like,
chill one.
Very like.
But he might be that guy that has one baby.
Well, That's why I was like, you can have one. He was like, Mom, I don't even want to live with a girl. And so jokingly, I was like, do you want to live with a boy?
Oh, man.
Because I don't care what you want to do, like whatever you're into. I truthfully don't care. It's not my thing, but whatever, And he was like, Mom. And I was like, what? I'm just like checking. I didn't know. Like, that's an open conversation we can have. It's fine. And he was like, no. He was like, I don't care. Like, I would have a girlfriend, Mom, but I don't want to live with a girl. Like, I just want to be by myself. Like, I don't want to have to take care of nobody, and I don't want nobody to take care of me. And I was like, oh, okay then.
Oh, he doesn't want to deal with anyone.
But I get that.
It's because it's a busy house, so maybe he's just like pump the brakes.
Yeah, but and he's like I said, my chill, quiet one.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't even like going to like pep rallies at school and stuff. Like, all the attention, all that stuff, like, is not him. Like, he's just like.
But he is playing football, which is exciting.
I know, which is like totally doesn't fit his personality, but here we are.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome. Half a 2-liter is a liter, by the way.
I told both of you. This is not going to be a roast raw podcast.
Well,
this is Besties, Blessed, and Stressed, and the only one that's stressed is me.
I told you, it was so funny. I was like,
what? In his face, he was like, no, she didn't.
I sure did. The whole kid thing. Yeah, I get that for him, though. I definitely do.
Yeah.
But I bet you, it'd be funny if we came back on this however many years later. What if he ended up being the one with the most kids? Because I could see that happening.
Me too.
Like, all of a sudden, he's going to be the one running around with, like, 5, 6 kids.
And then they're like, lose your ass, gonna give me kids. Grandkids. Boy.
But I could see him being, like, that working husband. And, whoever he marries will be, like, at home with all these kids.
All these kids.
Yeah. I could see him doing that. In some, like, little VR space or something.
Oh, my God. He's probably going to be the type that, like, gets rich off of, like, cryptocurrency of some sorts or something.
Yeah.
Because he's so, like, tech.
That's good.
Savvy. So as long as you share with Mom.
Right.
Hey. Just, break me off a little piece.
Put me in the right direction, kid.
Okay. Set Mama up.
You don't even have to, like, take care of me. Just put me in a good nursing home.
Yeah. Wipe my ass.
Yeah. Pay someone to do it for me.
A good person, a nice person.
Yeah. Want a bougie one. I can't. That is so funny.
Yeah.
I love it, though. I love our lives.
I do, too.
Yeah.
Okay. I need, like, a big prompt up here. All right. Well, if you guys love this messy, magical ride with us, be sure to like and subscribe. It'll help more moms join our crazy wild corner, and we would love that so much.
We would definitely love that. And don't forget to also follow us on Instagram at Besties, Blessed, Stressed, where you'll find a lot of our behind the scenes and different chaos things that we have going on in our lives. Yeah. But thanks for joining.
Talk soon, besties.
Bye, besties.